Hi everyone, and welcome to the third installment to my 90s Barbie collection. So this video is going to cover my Barbies from 1996 to 1997. There's going to be one more part after this. I'm sorry for the spam of collection videos lately, but I get so many requests for collection videos, so I'm trying to crank out as many as I can. It can be hard though because the lighting needs to be like perfect for these videos to work out. So as always, if you want to see pictures of any of these dolls or the clothes they're wearing, please check out my Flickr below. I'll link it in the description. Just check out my albums. I have everything organized. And I do have a lot of secondhand dolls here. Most of these are secondhand. So that's why I have so many duplicates, because I get lots of dolls, and that's why a lot of them aren't in the right outfit. Without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, so this is just a quick overview of all of the dollies. Starting here with 1996 Pet Dr. Barbie, I have 4. So this is Christine, this is Lisa, this is Jessica, and this girl doesn't have a name. So my first one that I had growing up was Christine. She was one of my very first childhood store-bought Barbie dolls. I loved her very much, and she used to be entirely bald on the side of her head from me overbrushing her hair. That was very common for me with my childhood dolls. So about 2 years ago, I decided to partially reroot her, so it's very hard to tell her apart from Jessica over here, who I also got as a kid. But after Christine balded, I decided that I wanted to find another one, and I actually found her at the flea market when I was maybe like 9 or 10. My sister loves this Pet Dr. Barbie. She used to play with her all the time. And then my friend Lisa gave me her childhood Barbie clothes, and this was the only doll that she was actually able to find. So I thought that was really sweet of her. That's why her name is Lisa, and it's cool because I used to go over her house and play with Barbie, so I probably played with this doll. And then this is the African American one. I got her boxed at the flea market not all that long ago. I was really excited because I always wanted the African American variant. If you don't know this already, I love collecting like ethnic dolls, and I love African American dolls in particular. And of course I wanted to have a boxed doll because you should see what her accessories used to look like. Like, my dog and cat are missing tails, they're chewed. I still have them, but they're not in the best shape. So then we have José. She's Skating Dream Barbie. So my sister and I used to love watching figure skating with my parents on TV, and we were really into like playing figure skating with our dolls. And she was actually a gift to my sister from someone, and my sister named her José after one of the figure skaters we really liked. I think that was her favorite figure skater. Then we have my 2 working out Barbies. When I was a kid, I had one of these that I got for a birthday gift, but I ended up getting rid of a bunch of dolls during my I have too many dolls phase when I was 8, and I really regretted it. And this is why I don't get rid of dolls, because not long after I ended up finding this lady at the flea market in this outfit. But I'm going to be honest, I always craved getting like a brand new one boxed, and I ended up finding her last summer for I think $5. I have a picture of her on my Flickr in my treasure hunts album. So they have different faces too, which is really cool. Then we have my 96 Happy Holidays Barbie. She's really special, and she's one of the first like Happy Holidays dolls in my collection. So when I was younger, my dad, me, and my sister would always go to the flea markets, and he just loved buying me dolls, and a lot of times he would offer to buy me dolls that weren't even like necessarily like up my alley. And he was buying some toy trucks from the seller, and he had this Happy Holidays Barbie, one of my 97 ones, who you'll see in a minute, and Sun Sensation Kyra. And my dad made a package deal, and he ended up getting me the 3 dolls and his trucks. And what was really sad about these dolls is that their boxes were totally moldy. They were filled with mold. I don't know how the 2 holiday Barbies didn't get ruined, but poor Kyra, she had mold stains all up her leg. You'll see her in a future video on my Friends of Barbie. Then we have Penn State Barbie. I got her when I was maybe 13 or 14. I was really interested in collecting random 90s dolls that were boxed, and I thought she was cool because she's like a school doll, and she's the Hispanic variant. She's really cool. She used to sit in my room on my shelves above my desk. Then we have My First Fun Jewelry Barbie. So this is the blonde, and this is Hispanic. Her name is Raquel, and her name is Rachel. I've had her since I was a kid. I got her in a random lot of Barbies I bought, and I loved her. I would have played with her more if she didn't have the molded shoes, but I still loved her regardless. And I got her as an adult in a lot. Then we have Splash and Color Barbie named Layla. My sister got Skipper first, I believe, and I thought she was super cool. I mean, they have these really exotic earrings and cool colorful hair and like tinsel in it. So I found her at the same flea market not long after, and I've had her ever since. I think I got her when I was 12. I love her a lot. She's one of the coolest Barbies in my collection. And then we have my 3 hula hair Barbies. So this was my childhood one. And then these 2 I got recently, actually this past flea market season. So I got her during my like boxed doll phase when I was 13 or 14. She's really cool. She actually has a different face from these 2. I have pictures on my Flickr. I got her in a lot. She's in one of my transformation videos. And then this African American one, it's a funny story. I saw her in a basket of dolls that one of the regular sellers at my flea market had. And I was going to get her, and then I noticed she had a ton of Monster High dolls. And the seller said if I bought enough Monster High dolls, she would throw this Barbie in for free. So, way cool. And she doesn't really fit this new swimsuit, but my sister had to put her in it because it matches her so well. So then we have my 5 Ocean Friends Barbie, and please excuse this doll exposing herself. I have to fix this outfit after I film this video. So there's a whole like saga behind Ocean Friends Barbie. It's all on my Flickr if you want to read the whole thing, but basically, to sum it up, my favorite movie has always been Free Willy. Orca whales are my favorite animals. I can't describe how majestic and beautiful I think they are, and like I want to cry every time I see like videos of one, and this movie always touched me. When I saw the Ocean Friends line at the store, I wanted Kyra because I love ethnic dolls over regular blonde ones, but I ended up picking this Barbie here named Deanie because she came with the orca whale. And as you can see, she's kind of missing some hair up here, so when I was a little bit older, I found Carmen over here at the flea market in really nice condition, and so I bought her as kind of like a nice upgrade from Deanie. And I've had these 2 a long time. Carmen's probably my favorite, actually. And then we have Ray. I got her in a lot with some Generation Girls in 2011. And then we have Annie and Nadine, who are also both from lots. Again, sorry about Nadine's chest being exposed. They're all named after characters. Well, these 3 are all named after characters from Free Willy. And then we have my 2 Angel Princess Barbies. Both came from lots. I've actually had her for a while. I got her in 2011 from the same lot as Ray over here. And then we have Blossom Beauty Barbie. So my sister vouched for this girl. I got a lot of Bratz dolls and mostly Bratz shoes in like 2012, and this poor doll was like separated from her body, and I didn't even like bother looking and seeing if it was like fixable, because back then I was kind of a different sort of collector, I guess you could say. And my sister said, wait, don't get rid of this Barbie. Her ball is still in her head and her neck's not cracked. So I just had to reattach her. I feel really bad. She's beautiful. Then we have Star Trek gift set Barbie. I have Ken too. I got her boxed. So there's a long story behind her, but basically when I was like 12, my dad and I used to watch a lot of sci-fi stuff together, and Star Trek was one of my favorite shows to watch with him. I used to love like cuddling up on the couch with him or like sitting on the floor in front of the TV watching it, and I wanted this set of Barbies when I found out that they made it, and I always see it at the flea market, but it was kind of a matter of just finding one in the price range I wanted to pay. So I finally got her a few years ago, and I love her very much. Then we have Winter Rhapsody Barbie. So if you watched my last video, then you'll know that my dad's best friend gave me and my sister a bunch of boxed holiday Barbies and other collector Barbies the first Christmas after my dad passed away, and she was one of them. She was the only brunette. She's super beautiful. I love her outfit. Then we have 96 Happy Birthday Barbie, who I got in a lot of dolls. The 60 doll lot back in 2013. This is Holiday Season Barbie. She's really cute. I bought her separately for like $1 because I recognized that this was her whole outfit. Her sweater is really well made. I love these little like slim box holiday dolls. I've always had a soft spot for them. Then this is 96 My First Barbie. She might look familiar because if you watched one of my last videos, she is wearing the same outfit as My First Tea Party Barbie, and they're basically like the same thing, just repackaged with different accessories. So the first one came with a tea set, the later version did not. which is why she's just called My First Barbie. I got her still on her card, which is how I know who she is. And I also got Winter Renaissance Barbie over here from the same seller. I think they were like all $2 each, and they were boxed dolls, which was a great deal. This is one of my sister's favorites, and I can see why. She's beautiful. Then we have Dolls of the World Ganyan Barbie. I love collecting Dolls of the World. They've always been something I've been interested in, and I ended up finding her at the flea market, I think in 2014. So she's really cool. I love how curly her hair is and how dark her skin is. Then we have Sweet Magnolia Barbie. I've had her for not that long. I got her with Flower Fun Barbie and Sweet Moments Barbie all in the same lot, actually. They're in one of my transformation videos. Then we have my 3 Pearl Beach Barbies. So I remember the Pearl Beach line really well, but I only had Christy when I was growing up, like that I bought brand new. But I found her in a lot of dolls I got in like 2003 or 2004, so we've been together a long time. And then I got these 2 ladies as an adult in different lots, and I actually had to mate her with her swimsuit. Still working on getting her one. Then we have Flip and Dive Barbie. I have 2. So the same birthday that I got my childhood working out Barbie that I no longer have, I also got a Flip and Dive Barbie, and I loved making them sisters because they looked alike to me because they had the posable bodies, but I ended up getting rid of both of them. So it was one of my missions to replace Flip and Dive as well as Working Out Barbie, and I found her at the flea market naked not long after. Her name is Flip. Very creative, I know. And then this doll is really special because there was this indoor flea market we used to go to with my dad when my sister and I were younger, and the lady there really liked us, and she would sometimes give me dolls, especially like if it was my birthday. And when I got back into collecting, it had been several years since we had been to that flea market, but she still remembered us, and it was like one of the first times we were there, and it happened to be on my birthday, and she let me have this Flip and Dive, so it was really nice. She means a lot to me, and she actually looks like the Flip and Dive Barbie I had originally. Then we have Walmart Shopping Time Barbie. I always wanted a Walmart Shopping Time doll. Walmart's my favorite store, and I just thought it was the coolest thing when I saw these dolls at Walmart as a kid. I got her boxed, I think from the same seller as my Little Debbie's Barbie featured in the last video. Teresa's my favorite from this like set, but Barbie's cool too. Then we have 97 Holiday Barbie. I have Beth and Bethany. So both of these are special because they're both gifts. So as I mentioned before with my 96 Holiday Barbie, this is the one I got with 96 Holiday Barbie, who was moldy. And Bethany here was one of the dolls that my dad's friend Jimmy gave us for Christmas 2012. So that's why Holiday Barbies mean so much to me, because people I really care about have always kind of gotten them for me because they're so easy to get a hold of at like flea markets. They're very common, and they tend to be really cheap because people bought them thinking they'd be worth a lot, and turns out they're not. So I love them a lot, and I can tell them apart very easily. They have different faces and hairlines. Then we have my Sweetheart Barbies from 97. I have 4, 2 blondes, the redhead, and the brunette. This is my childhood girl. I got her in a lot of dolls when I was a kid in like 03 or 04. I didn't know this was her outfit, but I actually had it, and I remember I was watching collection videos on YouTube, and I saw someone had this doll in this outfit, and I got really excited. And I realized they went together, and I was able to identify her based on that. And this girl I actually bought for a Generation Girl Dance Party Laura outfit I wanted, but she's really pretty. She's prettier than this one. They have slightly different faces. I got her in a lot with some Ariel dolls at a yard sale in 2011. She's really pretty. She also is the only one with saran hair. And then this girl I got recently. It's weird because she has pink stud earrings, and I've seen variations of these dolls with pink stud earrings, but not the brunette because she came in the yellow outfit, so I'm not sure if maybe these earrings were swapped. If so, it was a really good earring swap, or what the story is, but she's really pretty. Then we have Sticker Craze Barbie, who I actually got with her in the same yard sale lot. She's really cool, and I just love how like late 90s she looks. I love the Mackie mold. Then we have Dentist Barbie. Dentist Barbie, I'm sorry about her outfit, I need to fix that too, is one of the most iconic Barbies to me and was always one of my favorites. So when I was younger, I found a Dentist Barbie at the flea market, and I remember I wanted her because the poor thing, like her dress was unbuttoned, and so she was showing her boobs, and I felt so bad for her, so I kind of bought her out of sympathy. She became one of my favorite dolls, and we had this whole game I wrote all about it on my Flickr, but Dentist Barbie was like the star of that doll game. And sadly, I got rid of that Dentist Barbie during my I have too many dolls phase. I don't know, I was just really like trying to get down to a certain number, so that's why I got rid of dolls I really cared about. That's why I don't think it's healthy to fixate too much on the number of dolls you have. I mean, if you love all your dolls and you have a lot, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You know, if your too many dolls actually bothers you and you don't use them all and you want to get rid of some, that's understandable, but don't make the mistake I did and just get rid of dolls for the sake of having less, because that's not healthy. That's just as bad as buying stuff for the sake of buying stuff. So I found the perfect replacement for her. She looks just like my childhood one, and it took me a long time to find a pretty one. But that was one of my missions. I got her at the flea market when I first got back into collecting. I had her as a kid. I actually found her boxed with Kelly, and she's my only Kelly right now. I was really excited to have like a boxed one because I always wanted the dentist chair, and we used to use the dentist chair as like an eating place for our Becky doll in the wheelchair. I don't know why. And then I got her in a lot of dolls in 2011. She has cut hair. She's the Hispanic version. I think they all work, but I don't keep batteries in my dolls, so can't say for sure. This is Native American Barbie Dolls of the World. I got her when I was 13 or 14 boxed. She used to be in my room. I love collecting Native American dolls. I just really love Native American culture. I think it's so beautiful, and that's why I have such a soft spot for the dolls. And she's got the Diva head mold, which is really unique. This is Peter Rabbit Barbie, one of the most special ones here. So my last birthday with my dad, when I turned 20, we went to this flea market to get me a dollhouse, the one that my Bratz dolls are in currently in my art room. I'm sure you've seen it in the background of videos. And we found her outside the flea market for 50 cents, and my dad bought her for me. And I don't know, she always reminds me of that day and that birthday, and she's really beautiful and very special, and I love these sorts of like storybook collector dolls. Then we have my 3 bead blast dolls. So I have the redhead, the brunette, and the African American one. I always wanted the African American one. I had the McDonald's toy of the African American one, who McDonald's called Christy, which she's actually Barbie, and it was always a dream of mine, but for whatever reason I never ended up getting her, even though I remember having opportunities to. So she was sort of the doll I was always chasing around. But I got this one in a lot in 03 or 04. And I knew who she was, and I was really happy to have the Bead Blast doll, at least one of them. I got her when I first got back into collecting, actually with the Dentist Barbie in that same lot, with a bunch of Disney dolls. And she's got really uneven eyes. It's so cute. And then this is my pride and joy, my Bead Blast Christy. I got her last summer, and we named the lot the Bead Blast Barbie AA lot because she was the special doll from that lot, and she's the one with closed lips. There's another one with open lips. I would have liked the Toothy Smile one a little more, but I don't have a doll with this head mold except her, so that's really cool. Then we have Cool Blue Barbie. I bought her for a Happy Family midge dress I needed, and I ended up getting her outfit like not long later, and she was actually in the wrong container when I was checking dolls and putting them in an order for this video, so good thing I caught that. Then we have Valentine Barbie. I got her in the same lot as this Barbie. She's really cute. And then we have my 2 sweet holiday treats Barbies. I have the African American and the blonde. One of my friends growing up had the blonde version, and I just love these slim boxed holiday dolls, so I always wanted her, but I actually got them both boxed, her first and then the blonde, for like $5 each, I think. They're so cute. Then we have our 3 Olympic USA skaters. So this one here was our childhood doll. She was a gift to my sister for one of her birthdays, and like I said, we used to love playing figure skating with our dolls, and her name was Tara, after Tara Lipinski, and she was honestly a bad guy. I don't know why. I think it might have been because we thought she was kind of homely, and I remember she used to like write bad checks and steal and make her kids steal. I don't know, it was like a whole thing. So I got her in a yard sale lot, actually with Sticker Craze Barbie over there. She is named Tanya, and she is named Nancy. They're all named after figure skaters from back in the day. Then we have my 2 Happy Birthday Barbies from '97. I have the Hispanic and the blonde. They are both from lots, and I got her with my '96 doll in the $60 lot. I think the Hispanic one's prettier. Then we have Twirlin' Makeup and Festive Season Barbie. Sorry about the lighting here. It's a little weird. I got these 2 together in a lot, actually. They were like some of the only dolls. I bought it mostly for clothes. I felt really bad for them because she had a broken neck, and you might be able to see my neck repair, I don't know, right there. And she had her like skirt ripped off, which is really sad, so I put this skirt on under it. And this is my second festive season Barbie. She appears in one of my transformation videos. I think she's the prettier of the two. I'm sorry you can't see, the lighting is weird. So then we have Ballet Recital Barbie. I had Kelly for like a long time when I was a little kid. I got her used, and I always wanted to find the Barbie that went with her, and I actually got her in a bin, and I was really excited, and she's really pretty looking. I mean, her haircut's not the most flattering, but she's very pretty. And then we have my 3 1997 Rapunzel dolls, which I have like a huge blurb written about them on Flickr, and if you've watched my videos recently, then you've probably seen these, all 3 of them, in videos, because she was in a haul and these 2 were in transformation videos. I wanted this doll since she came out, but when I went to get a Rapunzel for my birthday, I was stuck getting the 99 version, who I love very much, but I always wanted this one because I liked her outfit. So I got both of these 2 boxed this past summer, and I got her in a lot this summer, so it's really funny. I ended up with 3. The African American's my favorite. It's interesting. She uses the Mackie head mold instead of like an African American one, and I do have their crowns, but I don't like keeping their crowns on because it's hard to put them in the containers, and they put them on with pins through their heads, and I don't know, I just feel like that's really painful for the Barbies. So thank you guys all so much for watching. I'm sorry that the lighting got kind of weird in at the end of the video. It's because the sun is coming in. So like I said, if you want to see pictures of these dolls or know any additional information, then check out my Flickr. I always link it below. And until next time, love your dolls, love yourself, and love your life.